Hello everyone, so another Wolves news video from me today concerning Nathan Shi, some Strand Larsen update at Krejčí and some other transfer news. So let's start with the big one. Nathan Shi is set to meet the fan groups who are behind the open letters and spearheaded the protests, particularly for the Man United game, which really was the reason that put the final nail in Shi's coffin, and obviously now he's been replaced by Nathan Shi. Now, I did mention on my Bye Bye Shi video when it was announced that we were all meant to meet Shi around January time, but obviously that didn't happen because he left. But now we are set to meet Nathan Shi. We all put out a joint letter again. It's been a very joint effort, but it has been spearheaded by the old gold pack. They took the lead on the protest movement and they've really took the lead on getting the chance to meet Nathan Shi and hope that Fosun and him are going to take the club in the right direction. So I'm sure you saw the letter, but if you didn't, I'll just quickly read it out. So, we're pleased to confirm that the fan groups will be meeting with Nathan Shi in the next couple of weeks. We appreciate the club's openness and Nathan's willingness to engage directly with supporters. The meeting will be an important chance to discuss Nathan's and Fosun's plans for Wolverhampton Wanderers, both the short-term priorities and the longer-term vision for the club. In the meantime, we should continue to fully support Rob and the team on the pitch while keeping constructive pressure on the club to ensure fans receive the level of engagement we deserve. We'll share a full update with supporters following the meeting. So yeah, the meeting will happen in a couple of weeks. Obviously, there'll be a group message after the meeting to say how we feel about it. And then when the time's right, I'll obviously speak about the experience as well, because I will be going to meet Nathan with the other lads as part of, on behalf of the Wall 77 club I'm going for, and each fan group on the letter has got one person going to the meeting. But fair play to Nathan Shi in his early days. He's come across well, hasn't he? Like, he spoke around Christmas time, and the Bournemouth tickets things was a good move. He's just started off quite well, but we've got to hope there is change, and obviously actions do speak louder than words. So we'll see how that goes. But now let's move on to the transfer news. So Ladislav Krejčí will join Wolves permanently. Now, Liam Keane, he does a podcast every week for the Express and Star. Good listen if you don't listen to it, but check it out if you don't, because it's really worth listening to. He said that the loan deal with Girona included an option which would be triggered after a certain number of appearances. He has surpassed the amount of games needed. Possible relegation does not impact the clause. So he will be a Wolves player in the summer. Whether he stays at Wolves, I don't know, because obviously he's a really good player. So we might get offers for him, but it does mean we can get a good fee for him, because obviously we're paying quite a lot for him once that triggers. But yeah, really like Krejčí. I think he's been our best summer signing by far. He'd be levels above in the Championship, but that's really good news, isn't it, that he will be a Wolves player. And he's captain material. If he does stay, he'd be my captain next season. But if he doesn't, at least we're going to get a fee, as mentioned. Now let's talk about, I did say in my last news update video, the Strand Larsen news has gone very quiet. And today, it said from The Athletic, I think it was David Ornstein, who come out with this news story, is that Leeds United have made an inquiry over Wolverhampton Wanderers striker Jorgen Strand Larsen. Interest expressed, but Wolves, but no offer so far or guaranteed it develops, given competition for the Norway international. Leeds needs to comply with the PSR rules as well. So how many options has Strand Larsen got now? So we know that Forest are interested, Leeds, Everton had loose interest, Spurs very loose interest, and obviously Newcastle had big interest in the summer, but whether they come back in January, I don't know. Personally, for me, I think it'd be a little foolish to sell him to Leeds, Forest, or who else is in and around us? Not Everton, but Leeds and Forest mainly. If we sell him to them, and if we have this miracle surge, and then all of a sudden Strand Larsen scores goals to pull them away, it looks silly. Obviously, look, we know where we're heading, but it would be a bit silly, wouldn't it, if that happened? So for me, I'd rather he go to like Everton or Newcastle, just for that reason. But let's see what happens with Strand Larsen. But yeah, they've only made an inquiry though, just an inquiry. So we'll see if anything develops with that one. Also, just on while we're on strikers, if Strand Larsen was to go, Liam Keane again on his Express and Star podcast did mention that Adam Armstrong, Southampton striker, was looked at by Wolves at the start of the transfer window and in the summer. However, a move for the 28-year-old has gone cold, so it might not happen now. But that's the sort of player we're going to be looking for next season, isn't it? Obviously, very proven in the Championship. He's got 38 goals and 145 appearances for Southampton, and he did spend the second half of last season on loan at West Bromwich Albion. Boo! He got 3 goals and 16 for them. So annoying he's played for Albion if he did join us, because that puts a bit of a stain on his name, doesn't it? But there we go. Just quickly as well, I saw a tweet from a guy called Krejčí. He apparently works for Sky. I don't know, it's in his bio anyway. But he put out a tweet saying like, oh, Mansell going, interesting Gomes, interesting Agbadou. A bad season can go to a worse season for Wolves. And I just thought to myself, this is the very reason, right, in the modern times, in the last 10, 15 years, that fan channels like mine and other fan channels like Talking Wolves, Always Wolves, everything, like every single club's got individual fan channels. And the reason why they're getting so popular is because takes like this from a Sky Sports pundit just shows how clueless and a bit out of touch they are with certain teams. If it's a top 6, they know every detail they need to know. Comes to the small clubs and he comes out of a stupid tweet like that. Little does he know, Agbadou and Mansell ain't even been nowhere near the team, and we've been fine without them, and we will be fine without them. Obviously, João Gomes will be a miss, but we understand why he'll be going. So that sort of take is just baffling to me, and just thought I'd have a little rant on that, because it annoys me, and that's why, as I said, individual YouTube channels for clubs are getting popular and getting on Sky Sports and things like that these days. I know people don't like it, that fans go on Sky Sports, whatever. People have got their opinions, but the reason that's happening is because stupid Sky pundits like this are so clueless and out of touch, and they never get the facts right about individual clubs, because no one knows more than the actual fans who go week in, week out, do they? But just thought I'd rant about that, but there we go. Anyway, that's the latest news for today on this Friday. I hope you have a good weekend. Please like the video, please subscribe if you're new, and comment your thoughts down below on all the news stuff. And I will be doing a Newcastle preview, which I'll release maybe tomorrow, because we do play on Sunday, don't we? But cheers, everyone. Catch you next video.